This is the Youth Voice program on Ibasco TV, brought to you by Javira and Mark Joel. Thank you.
Dear viewers on Ibasco TV, we are once free again. This is the 63rd year of independence since 1962. So today this is the Youth Voice, brought to you by Noamani alongside my co-host Javila, helping me to understand more of this topic. And today's topic, we are going to discuss about the challenges faced by the youth. What have they maintained today and what shall we meet tomorrow? So please introduce yourself, Mr. Sir.
All right, thank you very much. Ibasco TV keeping you updated, of course, and Youth Voice for a healthy choice. So today, I'm Javira Gueric together with him, and we have brought you two guests today. They have to help us understand what are some of the challenges facing the youth and actually today, and how can we overcome them to ensure a better future for the nation. And as well, they also tell us how can technology and innovation be used and actually play a role in shaping the future to be a good one, the future of our nation. So I will actually welcome these guests of ours, starting from this side. They should introduce themselves and then we continue with the program. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here at Ibasco TV. My name is Akankwasa Isaiah and I am a youth student.
Alright, thank you very much. Let's have the next guest as an introduction.
Thank you, sir. My name is Msime Isaac. I am a student here and happy independence to you all. Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you for being here. This is the Ibasco TV, as we're going to go into a short break as we'll be back. Let us enjoy our new music that has been released today. So
from the struggle we have come through the tears and heavy trials, still we rise to greet the sun. Children's laughter.
Oh wow, welcome back once again our viewers. Once again it is Ibasco TV keeping you updated, and our program today is Youth Voice for a healthy voice, for a healthy choice. So today we embark on our topic. Of course, since we have our visitors here, dear viewers, I would like that you pay attention and listen to what they have to tell to us, because today we have to talk about these things. First of all, what are some of the challenges that the youths are facing today, and how can they get solution to them, and how can they rather overcome them so as to make sure that we have a greater future for our nation. And another thing is, how can technology and innovation play a role in shaping the better future in our nation. So, but first of all, we shall talk about what are some of the challenges that youth are facing today in our nation, that is Uganda, and how can they overcome them to have a better future. Remember to share, like and subscribe to this Ibasco TV, of course, as you contribute also to Ibasco TV's well-being. So we shall start from this side as we have our first visitor to talk to us. So, what are some of the challenges that youth are facing today in Uganda, and how can they overcome them to have a better future? You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for another chance. Yeah, I think personally, the challenges that the youths are facing are, first of all, the drug abuse, the alcoholism, and very other things. In the drug abuse, children are tempted to use drugs like caffeine, cocaine, and many others. But personally, I think that in order for these kids or for these youths to prevent or to overcome such challenges, they have to do one thing, the guidance and counseling. Because if they engage into the guidance and counseling, I believe personally that they will achieve the better.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Sir Isaiah, for your contribution and for enlightening to us some of the challenges that youth are facing today. So we shall automatically go to another person, another visitor of ours, Sir Isaac. Tell us, what are some of these challenges that the youth are facing today, and how can they overcome them to ensure a better future for the nation?
Thank you so much. As an individual, think that the youth have had a problem with poor mental health. What do I mean with mental health? Youth are having issues with stress. Youth are having issues with loneliness, or what we can call solitude. Youth, in most cases, youth like using social media. As they use social media, they face issues with cyberbullying.
Right.
Living alone, cyberbullying. They face issues with trying to adopt to people's lifestyles, trying to copy lifestyles of people. So this causes this stress to this student or to this youth or person that is poor, or a person that is middle class, and they are trying to cope up to a lifestyle of a rich fellow young person. So what are some of the solutions these students or youth can do? One of them is try minimize social media. I think it's better to sit aside with a friend just together than visiting social media, for example Instagram, spending the whole day on IG or Facebook or WhatsApp and all that, leading to oppression. So I think it's better, and it would be a better choice for a youth person, be it a boy or a girl, to spend most of their time seated talking to their friends, listening to counseling from their parents. And I think going for therapies is also something that is really crucial. Therapy is when you go for a talk with a person, with a professional. When you go for this talk with a professional, it may seem as a cheap talk, it may seem as something that is not building you, or it may seem that you're exposing so much, but these talks are really important. These talks help you open up. These talks help you listen to new ideas. So I think when youth do this, they will overcome mental illnesses. And the other thing I would love to talk about on the topic of mental health, it would be youth listening or using drugs.
Okay.
Drugs also affect the mental health of a person, as my fellow had said, and the same issue goes to, they have to visit therapies, they have to they have to go for mental health checkups in hospitals.
Right.
That is to say, get treatment. And the other thing is they have to fight a fact called trying to fit into groups or peers. So with all that, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Isaac Msime, our visitor today. So our first visitor talked about drug addicts. Our second visitor talked about social media. We shall break off and we shall come back to talk about these two from different sides. So dear listeners, remember also to comment via WhatsApp. Just toss your comment, we shall read it here when we receive it. And remember also to share, like and subscribe to Ibasco TV. Don't forget to remember that this is Ibasco TV, keeping you updated, and it is youth voice for a healthy voice. Thank you very much. Let's come on. We shall be back. Just wait us here.
And as for today, we are seeing some people have commented about our page. We see Mrs. Katushabe, her youngest daughter, aged around 12, has asked, what are these kinds of drugs? These children, please, no, this is too much curiosity, please. Okay, they are opium, we have merunji, we have mira, and so we are also seeing Mr. Ivan asking, this is my business. I do create alcohol, but then I'm getting money, but I'm not drunk. That's because you don't know what your children are doing with the alcohol. So please let us continue with today's session as we have to discuss what are the challenges faced by the youth. So, Mr. So please tell us what are these challenges.
All right, thank you very much. We talked about drug abuse, and we would like to know how, because some people use these drugs actually to do their work, to get energy to do their work. So how do these drug abuse affect the youth? Talk about that. How have they affected the youth?
Only to reply Mr. Ivan's query, I think drugs are abused. That's why we said drug abuse. So him creating alcohol does not mean that he is breaking the law. Breaking the law is abusing the drugs. If you abuse the drugs, you are breaking the law, and you're going to be affected by abusing these drugs.
Yes.
How do we abuse the drugs? First of all, you take too much alcohol. Second of all, you take alcohol when you are below age. Alcohol consumption is supposed to be for 19 and above, not for people that are 19 and below. So for a person taking alcohol, for the elderly people or these mature people whom we may term as adults, a person is supposed to take alcohol. Let me try to rank it at let me say at a rate of 3 days or 2 days in a week, because it's not supposed to be so much. It's not supposed to be so much. Once it's too much, you're abusing, and you're going to get addicted and depend on the alcohol.
And so should we expect the government to set limits like this is the time for us to go to bars and enjoy our alcohol? Is it what we should expect?
No, sir. This is supposed to be a person-based principle. When you take alcohol, when you abuse these drugs, the government is not affected in a way that the government is not a person. The government is made up of different bodies and different people. So you as an individual are the one that is affected with the drug abuse. If you drink that plenty of alcohol, you will depend on it. Second of all, you will lose your sanity. It's not the government to lose its sanity. It is you personally to lose your sanity.
But we have what we call addiction in people. So you can't tell me that someone will use alcohol for at least 2 days every week. They will have to get addicted, obviously, and they will end up becoming drug abusers.
I gave it as an example. I gave it as an example, not as a real. Okay, I try to minimize. If at all a person cannot live without alcohol, that is already addiction. If at all a person feels like they really have this pleasure, or they really have this love, or they really need to take this alcohol, you can really time yourself. Do not overdo it.
About that, in addition, it's that we have seen that currently in Uganda, we have seen that the life expectancy of Uganda, it is 47%. Can you imagine a country like Uganda, since it gained its independence, its life expectancy, it is 47%. What would you think that it's that? It's all because of drug abuse and social media and many others about that. But then, what have we done in order to avoid those drug abuse from our youth? So, first of all, what we have to do, as we said it in the first session, that we have to get, the youths have to get the guidance and counseling, and then from the parents and very many others. And then we also have to keep up or like to bring up the groups of the youths in order to the good groups, not from the bad peer groups, because we have bad peer groups and good peer groups. We have to get more of the good peer groups, and then we have to also bring up the social clubs. These social clubs are very important to our youths because they benefit the youths, whereby we are going to.
Right. Thank you very much. You're talking about social groups, but really, will they be effective with the youth of Uganda today? People tell me.
I think Social groups are really effective. They help so much because youths, once they are together, they share a lot. Once youths are together with, like, youths of today have this fear for elders. They fear parents. They're like, how would I tell my parent that I do so and so? And how will I tell my parent that I drink? How will I tell my parents that I'm addicted to this and this?
And that's also another problem.
So how can these social groups help these people? Social groups help students or youths to discuss on their issues, share ideas, and help each other solve the problems. If at all they have one slightly mature, like if it is an group age that is 17, 16, 18, they have to have a youth that is 20, a youth that can really help them. Like, you will not tell a youth of 17 to be guided or to be advised by a youth of 15 years old. Like, they cannot listen to them. So I think if they at all share with each other, it will be more effective to cause change. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I think viewers, you're viewing, and please listen. I remember also as well, I can't forget to tell you to like, share, and subscribe to Ibasco TV, keeping you updated. So, dear people, let's also talk about social media. You talked about social media, but then how? You're talking about social media. If it is actually cut off or banned, don't you think these people of ours, these youth, will fail to fit in this digital world? Because now the world is being digital centered.
Yes, the world is being digital centered, and I really love the way it's being digitalized because it first of all simplifies work, it makes communication simple and easier and faster.
Right.
But how is it being poorly used? Youth do not go to social media with a specific aim of specifically communicating. No, they have to go surf about their role models, stuff about the current trends, and these current trends are the ones that are causing a problem. People post on Instagram, like people post themselves happy, they post themselves in luxurious houses, in luxurious cars, and they post themselves enjoying life.
I get, but remember, even in the Bible, Jesus has sometimes said, actually, was it Jesus or God? He told someone that if I find that there is 5 righteous people in your area, I won't destroy it. So, shall we ban social media for youth? And yet we have some youth who use it very well.
I did not call for a ban for social media. I talked about poor usage of social media, and this is what I meant. I meant social media is being poorly used.
And then what should
poorly
we do?
used. So what we are supposed to do is first of all talk to youth, sensitize them, tell them about the challenges, the disadvantages or the demerits of using social media poorly.
But I do think you cannot just jump out of nowhere and tell someone you're an alcoholic, so please stop. Can it really work?
No.
I think there should be some limitation, like say that we shall stop here. So there are countries like Virginia, they have a 1 hour rule for the youth, teenagers, to use social media. So should it also be employed in Uganda? Can it also work?
I think it is very appropriate for that to be done.
Really?
Because if it social media, I don't really mean people to get cut off. I mean, how are you going to use social media? If you visit Instagram, what are you going to do on Instagram? If you visit TikTok, what are you going to do on TikTok? And how is it going to help you? Social media is really helpful because first of all, they are youths that have known its advantages or that have known its merits and demerits. They are using it to sell their products. They are using it to make content. This content, they are paid for their content. But there is this group, trust me, we are not all as what we see on social media. We are not equal. Like youths are not, we are not all well off. And trust me, this poor student or this poor youth, I will not come from a deep village and see a post on social media of someone my age driving a very expensive car
Okay,
and then
okay,
I
okay.
keep the same. That causes oppression.
Okay, thank you very much. Here's some messages from Teacher Mukisa. Teacher Mukisa from Ibanda Secondary School says he thinks there is no problem that youth are facing, but only that them themselves are problems. So thank you very much, Mr. Mukisa from Ibanda Secondary School, one of the teachers. We have another one here, Teacher Hillman, the teacher at Ibanda Secondary School, saying that it's not that drug abuse is becoming a challenge, but only that there is something else behind drug abuse, and those people who bring drugs are the only challenge. So thank you very much. We shall be back. Just stay here. We shall be back. Remember to share, like, and subscribe.